when are you going to get the vintage cars one?
I know quite a few people that have them, like some of my mates, and they only got a few, but like I can, you know, the events that I can go to, like there will be loads there, so I can just interview people from there, and I can like show them their like when they're driving it and stuff.
You know the documentary, is it just about vintage cars in general? Or?
Yeah, it's just about cars, really, and like the speed and that, and like
It's good that you've covered the target audience to like such a large range, even though we're supposed to do 16 to 24. You've covered that. You said the documentary mode you was going to do performative, even though you wasn't actually going to be in there, where performative requires you to be in the documentary a lot. Don't you mean to be? Don't you mean the mode to be expository?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. And are you sure that you'll be able to cover the gender bias? Because cars mainly appeal
to like guys.
Appeal to guys, not so much girls. So would you have a presenter in the documentary at all?
If I'm gonna be it myself, obviously I'm a girl, so then I can be the presenter. And there are like, there's not a huge amount of girls that are interested, but there would be some at the event, so I can like interview them, like some girls as well, interested their point of view, like why they're interested in cars and like also like.
Could you maybe do something about like how they get annoyed about, you know, what do you think about your boyfriend or whatever doing these car things? Because they might say, oh, I like it when we come to these events because it's quite a social scene, isn't it? The same people go, but they might get annoyed because their boyfriend spends or husband spends every weekend, you know, doing the car and spends all their money on the car maybe.
Yeah, I could do that.
How long do we have on this documentary? How long is it for?
5 to 7 minutes.
No, like how long do we have
to make it? I think until about February half term.
Do you know if there's like any events during that time?
I haven't looked yet, but there probably should be in January time.
It's like winter time. Normally they.
Normally summer events, aren't they? So that might be an issue. Look at the other things on your sheet. What else is on there? Topic and angle, potential interviewees, you've said about people that you know. Audience appeal, I think Keren's kind of said quite a lot about, you know, you've managed to appeal to you've said how you might do it for females, I go a female presenter. You talked about the mode a little bit, maybe advance on that. Logistics, as Aaron's picked up, is it logistically going to be possible to film one of these car events if it's not on? It's quite an important thing you need to find out. And then what about your passion for it? What do you like vintage cars? Or?
Yeah, I watch Top Gear a lot.
Okay.
I'm actually interested in myself. So
okay. What you might want to do is maybe the way that you could do it, and you could use a performative mode, is if you followed one person. So if you basically meet somebody or know somebody who has done up quite a few, you could basically make it about them and their attachment to the car. So it's actually not about the thing in general, it's about this one person's obsession with vintage cars. That might be a bit more sort of personal, a bit more of a personal link, because he might have a girlfriend or whatever who likes it, or, you know, so I think that might be a better way in, rather than trying to do what are vintage cars, how fast do they go, look at these events, look at, you know, there might be too much for 5 to 7 minutes. Whereas if you can focus it on one person who you know and know well and got a nice relationship with, that might be nicer on the camera.
Okay.
Anything else there? Is that about it?